what's up everyone, and welcome back to a second channel video. And I have a little commentary over some Dead by Daylight gameplay. By the way, if you're curious, this game is Dead by Daylight. I'm sure most of you have seen this in my videos on my main channel before, but it's been a while, so I'm just going to remind you all, it's just like a scary game. You run away from people trying to kill you, like Michael Myers. Anyways, on point with this video, I just want to talk real quick about features on K-pop solos. This really comes from J-Hope's recent solo, which I'm going to have a video on my main channel talking about, but just a quick sneak peek. I really like J-Hope's solo. And it just got me thinking though, why are there not any features on it? And I pointed this out in the Discord. If you're not already in our Discord server, come join it. You can find the link on like any of my videos. The point was brought up to where almost every Korean hip hop artist, okay, not almost every, but you know, a good amount of popular Korean hip hop artists were sharing this pre-hype for this album before it even dropped. Like they were promoting it for J-Hope and everything, and obviously like that was to get clout from sharing, like to get armies to recognize them as rappers, and then also for J-Hope to get recognized as a legit rapper, because you know K-hip-hop fans would be like, oh wow, so my favorite K-hip-hop artist is sharing it, that means it must be legit. So it goes both ways, but it got me thinking, like instead of just having them promote J-Hope's album, why didn't J-Hope just feature them on the songs? Because there's quite a bit of songs where, first off, there would be someone in the K-hip-hop scene that would have went perfectly on that album and on those specific songs. But then also, you can even look at Arson. The last 35 seconds of that song, almost 40 seconds I think, is just beat. And it just like fades away at the very end. It's set up perfectly for an outro verse. It's set up perfectly for a feature to end it on. Like think of Jackie Y, Fade Away, right? And Palo Alto and all of them. You have Basagong, who did this 4-bar verse at the very end. Instead of just being an outro beat, he just hit 4 bars of rap on there at the very end. It worked out fine. There's so many songs we could just throw some rap in at the last verse, and I just felt it was so awkward just listening to 40 seconds of the beat, and that's my only complaint of Arson. I'm like, imagine Kid Millie on that beat at the very end. That would be so cool. Also throw in like maybe another song that I really like, Equal Sign, featuring Big Naughty. If you look at Safety Zone, I would have loved those vocals that you heard. I'm not sure who did the vocals, but imagine if Hoodie did the vocals and there was a feature of a Huckleberry P rap on that song. Like, what the fuck? A Future featuring Lee Youngji, Stop featuring Gwangyo Joe, More featuring Jackie Y doing that hook, with like a Jackie Y type effect on her voice in that hook, or even a Jackie Y verse towards the end of that song too. That would have been so cool. I would have liked more, a lot more than. And like finally, Pandora's Box featuring like, you know, just someone like Geiko. Why not? Like BTS has a history working with Geiko. RM featured on a Geiko track back in like 2018, I believe. Like, why aren't these features possible? Because they would have fit. You could have given these songs a little extra length to fit this in, because the songs, all of them are under 3 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Some of them are even almost under 2 minutes. Like Arson, if you take away that just like the needless beat for the last 40 seconds, it's a slightly over 2 minutes long. You could have easily added an extra 16-bar verse at the end of that song for Kid Millie. So there's so many songs in here, it just got me thinking, like, why don't these K-pop soloists have more features? Even RM's mixtape or mono or anything like that, it's like, sure he has features, but he doesn't really have any K-hip-hop features. August D doesn't really have that many K-pop or K-hip-hop features in it, right? So, but that's just the BTS boys, right? You can look at other solos from K-pop. The only one I can really point out, the only few are Zico, Mino, and Hanse. For example, Woo Jin Young just had a solo album where he's a very heavy rapper. He's a rap heavy guy. No K-hip-hop features on his solo. Who else is there? You can look at Moonbyul. She never has K-hip-hop features. Actually, she did have, did she have K-hip-hop? I wouldn't really call, it was, I wouldn't really call her features K-hip-hop though. But anyways, you guys get the point, right? There's so many K-pop solos of rappers or rap heavy soloists in K-pop, and they just don't feature K-hip-hop artists, which I'm sure K-hip-hop artists, a lot of them, especially some of the K-pop friendly ones, like Lee Youngji especially. Or you could get, oh, what's his name? I forgot his name. The guy who signed to P Nation and he was super young. D-Arc. Why? You could feature D-Arc, right? He's super K-pop friendly. Like, there's so many K-hip-hop artists that are K-pop friendly now, and I know there's a few that would like just outright decline a K-pop feature because they want to keep their integrity or whatever, but there's a plenty who would love that clout. Imagine the clout the K-hip hop artists would get if they featured on a J-hop album. Wait, did I say J-hop? J-hope album. Anyways, I'm just saying, the day Stray Kids start having solos, and you have Bangchan, Jisung, Changbin from 3RACHA doing solos, or just 3RACHA in general, I hope they have some features on there. Not just Bobby or Mino or Auguste, but I don't know. I'd love to hear Guangyo Joe on there. I would love to hear fucking Untel on a 3RACHA feature. Like, there's so many cool rappers that would go so well and would be a really fun thing to dream about. But at this point, it's just dreams, and I just feel like none of these K-pop rappers, even if I think that they're really good, other than Bobby a little bit, and especially Mino, other than those two, or Mino, other than those two, especially Mino, you don't hear that. It's like you look at Mino's recent album, right? Like, let me look this up real quick. Mino's 2 recent albums. On Take, right? He features K-hip-hop rappers of DPR Live, BY, etc. You could also count Bobby. Then he also has like K-hip-hop friendly K-R&B artists, Mino, Zion T. Where is this in the rest of K-pop? Let me check Mino's most recent album, Mino's To Infinity. He featured Lil Boy and Geiko, 2 K-hip-hop rappers. He featured Bobby, which is crosses the line between K-hip-hop and K-pop, and he features Sogum, K-R&B, K-hip-hop friendly artist. So at the end of the day, I wish more people did some Mino things. I know he was a judge on Showing the Money, which might give him an advantage, but still, I really hope moving forward we hear some of more features. That's basically my rant. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Go check out the main channel and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you all next time.